Every once in a while, a new technology comes along that isn't just an upgrade, it's a complete game changer for civilization. Today, we're going to explore a really big idea that generative AI isn't just the next cool app. It might just be something as elemental and world changing as the discovery of fire. Let's dive in.
Really think about what fire did for us. It wasn't just about being warm, right? It was safety from predators in the dark. It was cooked food that literally helped our brains grow. It was light that let us build communities long after the sun went down. Fire was the spark that let humanity not just survive, but totally thrive and spread across the entire planet. It was our first shared tool for progress.
And that leads us to the big question we're asking today. What if generative AI is our generation's fire, a brand new elemental force that has the power to reshape our world, our jobs, and our future in ways we're only just starting to wrap our heads around?
Okay, so let's really dig into this idea of the new fire. We're going beyond the code and the tech speak to try and understand this thing as a foundational force, one that could light up our world in a completely new way.
And you know what? The analogy really works. This new fire gives us the light of knowledge on demand and the protection that comes from incredible new insights. But it also brings up this huge question our ancestors never had to deal with. Who gets to control the flame? If this becomes a proprietary fire, something owned by just a few companies, does that hold everyone else back? That tension is right at the heart of the AI revolution.
So, what makes this new fire so different from what we had before? To get that, we need to look at how AI has grown up from being a simple tool into something much more creative. This slide just nails the difference. On the one hand, you've got traditional AI. Think of it like a robot on an assembly line. It's all about automation, following very strict rules to do one single thing perfectly. It's a hammer. But on the other side, you have generative AI, and that's more like an artist's palette. This is all about augmentation. It doesn't just follow the rules, it learns, it adapts, and it actually generates brand new ideas. It's a creative partner, not just a tool.
So what's actually powering all this? Well, it's something called a foundation model. And probably the best way to think about it is as a new kind of intellectual infrastructure. It's like a massive brain pre-trained on a huge chunk of human knowledge. It's like we built a national highway system of knowledge, and now anyone can build all sorts of different vehicles or apps to run on it. Anything from writing an email to designing a new drug.
All right, so you've got this incredible new fire. Now what? How do you actually put it to work? Well, it turns out there are really three main ways to go, and each one is a step up in terms of control and, ultimately, value. Let's break it down. Step one is embedded AI. This is the AI that's already in the tools you use every day. Super convenient, sure, but since everyone has it, you're not getting ahead. Step two, you can use an API to tap into a black box model that someone else owns. It's more customizable, but you're totally dependent on them. The real prize, though, is step three, the platform model. This is where you take a foundation model and you infuse it with your own unique data. That is how you get full control and create something nobody else can copy. And that, right there, is the whole point. The goal isn't just to borrow someone else's fire. It's to become your own AI fire starter. It's all about owning your own innovation. But look, starting your own fire, well, that comes with some serious responsibility. When you wield this kind of power, you have to be totally on top of what you own, the value you're creating, and, maybe most importantly, all the risks that come with it. And these risks, they're no joke. AI models can hallucinate, which means they just make stuff up but say it with 100% confidence. Your private, proprietary data could get leaked. And then there are all the tricky legal issues around who owns what the AI creates. Managing this stuff isn't just a good idea, it's absolutely essential.
So how do you handle all that? Well, this framework is a fantastic place to start. Your AI needs to be smart, tuned to your specific data and your world. It has to be safe, with really strong rules to protect data and keep things transparent. And it's got to be sustainable, balancing the economic benefits with the long-term impact on our world. So if we can get this right, if we can manage the risks, what does that future actually look like? What kind of world can this new fire build? The vision is actually an incredibly hopeful one, where this amazing power is shared by all of us.
First things first, let's get one big myth out of the way. The idea that there's going to be one single AI model to rule them all? Nah, that's not what's happening. The future isn't a monopoly. It's much more like a vibrant, colorful ecosystem of thousands of specialized AIs, all solving different problems. You want proof? Just look at this number.
325,000. That's how many open source AI models are out there for anyone to use right now. This isn't some top-down centralized thing. It's a global grassroots explosion of creativity, with everyone from universities to startups to individuals pitching in. And this, right here, might be the most powerful idea of all. The future of AI is shaping up to be a public fire, not something hoarded by a few, but an open, shared resource that can light the way for everyone, everywhere. So, what does this all mean for you, for us? The real goal is to become an AI value creator. And that's not a job title, it's a new way of thinking. It's about being the people and the companies who don't just use AI, but who actively build it, tune it, and govern it responsibly. They're the new keepers and sharers of the flame.
You know, we're really standing at an incredible moment in history. That first fire propelled us out of the caves and across the entire planet. This new fire has the potential to help us tackle our biggest challenges, from disease to climate change. The only question left is the one we all have to answer, together. How are we going to choose to use it?